wants the fluffy.
The views are just never ending in Alaska. Yeah, that's still coming out. I mean, I don't want to say zero, but
Look at this.
really, really close to that number.
Wow. Oh, stretch.
Because of that landslide, you can't go all the way to the park.
Seeing tires come off the ground is like,
I got PTSD, post-traumatic smoker disorder. We have officially been skunked. Okay, we are about to enter Denali National Park. Just did a reset down in Fairbanks. They got a Costco in Fairbanks.
where are you gonna put it, honey?
Because
That was my question over
I
and
think
over
you
and
have
over
this
again.
fear that once you get into Alaska that you're never gonna find a store, you're never gonna be able to buy anything ever again. But there's stuff everywhere. Don't overpack. There's plenty of stores with normal pricing. I mean, it's inflated just a little bit because they gotta get the crap up here.
Right.
So Walmart's a little bit more money. Costco's a little bit more money. But you're gonna have opportunities to buy stuff. Don't freak out. I promise you, don't freak out.
It is something that we have had to learn being in the smaller rig, that we definitely have more limitations for space, like for things like paper towels and toilet paper, things that you kind of take for granted because we do have the truck when we're traveling with the reflection. So those are the things to keep in mind, is like your paper products, you may have to be restocking those a little bit more than you were in a bigger rig if you're downsizing.
One good thing about Sam's and Costco, you're thinking, I can't possibly buy my stuff there. There's too big and bulky. For instance, paper towels, I love buying at either Sam's Club or Costco. I prefer the Sam's Club paper towels. I feel like they're better. But between both of those, you can get a big old brick of paper towels, but each one of them is individually wrapped. So you can put them in your normal places, and then you can stuff those suckers wherever.
All over the place.
And they don't weigh anything, so you're not over capacity. So I don't know. That's what I like to do.
We have paper towels all through many storages in this
Open
RV.
storage of paper
Paper
towels.
towels.
So like I just said, we're going into Denali National Park. We are staying at Riley Creek Campground. We've come through here before, but I only wanted to get a shot of Denali with the Denali. And we were kind of on our way out of Alaska at that point. We didn't have a lot of time, so we didn't really do much besides the visitor center. So we're gonna stay in the park. Hopefully, oh my gosh, just you guys.
Maybe just like,
Jeez. The views are just never ending in Alaska. We're hoping Denali shows itself, because that's another thing. The weather can be perfect and you still might not see Denali. It looks a little hazy right now. I don't know if that should be concerning, but the mountain is so tall that it essentially creates its own weather system. So
be patient. If your goal is to see Denali in all of its glory, just know that you're going to need to be a little bit patient, waiting for the weather to cooperate.
now, up until yesterday, we were getting people sending us photos of Denali out the last maybe 4 days perfectly. So what that means is it will not be out
We're not speaking that.
while we're here.
Don't say that.
So here we go. All right, we found a nice spot here. Not a lot of views. I mean, you can see the mountains down this way. Denali is technically behind me, but there's no way. We're miles and miles away from the actual mountain. So we won't be able to see that. Fairly level site for a travel trailer. This thing is nose down a little bit. See how it likes the leveling. When you do the honors, that magic button we're gonna see. So we're actually gonna take a trip to the visitor center here in a little bit, see what our options are, because a few years ago there was a landslide. A lot of what's going on in Denali is shut down right now, of course.
There have been a lot of fires recently in Denali. Many of the campgrounds were actually shut down and evacuated a few weeks ago. Campground itself is beautiful, so we're gonna get some walks, get some hikes
see that
in
front end
through
going
here.
up.
Yep. There it goes.
Oh, the tires are almost off the ground. It doesn't matter. It's not supporting the weight anyways. Is that done? Is it? Are we good?
I think I just heard
No problem. This thing handles all situations.
success.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna try to make a plan. Otherwise, we're just gonna enjoy some camping. So here we are. The
That's
girls,
just good. That's just good advice, anyways. Don't overplan.
yeah, and you know it's a good sight when we're just landed and the girls are already out taking the views. There's a little breeze, so I don't see any bugs yet. I don't know if
Nice.
I don't know if the bugs are here or not.
They're
it's breezy.
all in chicken. That's why.
They're all they could have chased us here. So yeah, we left our friends in Chicken a couple days ago. After this, I don't know why I'm talking about after this. We're gonna see some Denali, but then we're gonna start heading down to Anchorage, and then really, we're excited to get down into the Kenai. What do you guys think? We need to get some firewood. We can cook on that thing.
Yeah, we can.
We should make kebabs.
Oh yes.
That would be so yummy.
Dad is having some smoker withdrawals right now.
I know.
I don't have my smoker.
That we do not have. He has actually gone into grocery stores multiple times and is like, "Oh, that's a good deal," and I'm like, "Honey, we don't have the smoker," and he's like, "Dang it!" He keeps forgetting.
No,
every time we
yeah.
go to the grocery store.
I got PTSD, post-traumatic smoker disorder, whatever. And I'm looking at all this stuff, and she literally has reminded me twice, you don't have a way to cook that brisket.
You can't cook that brisket, honey.
Okay, so we're gotta get the slide out. It's really hard to set this thing up.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Insert sarcasm. I'm telling you though, this slide is huge. And one of the big differences that we've noticed is the fact that you need the ignition on for like everything that you're doing. The slides, the leveling, all that. But I think I've talked about it already, but this is not just a long slide for this size unit, but it comes out, it's a very deep slide. Yeah, that's still coming out. So big. All right, she looks good in here. All right, so we left our campsite. We're here at Denali National Park, the visitor center. The weather hasn't been great. When we got here, it was nice and sunny. The clouds were starting to roll in. The clouds just rolled out. It rained all day yesterday. We haven't had the ability to do much. So today's the day that we're gonna go see what we can see here in Denali. So we're at the visitor center, like I just said. I think we're gonna head down towards the Savage River, maybe the kennels. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can bring your cars in there or not, but I know you can drive down to Savage River. There's a loop trail there. And I think that's the last place that you can actually drive your personal vehicles without needing to get on the bus system. And that is one of the only places that you can see Denali in Denali National Park. So our main goal to see Denali, that's not why we're here. If you have a chance to stay in the National Park campground, take it. The vibes are cool. Everybody is on high. It's not like a private campground where people are living in their RVs. Everybody's out enjoying the park, campfires, and you can smell everybody's barbecues. It's great. I love it. So we're gonna head down the road to Southview to actually try to see Denali, and hopefully tonight we can. I mean, it's clear now, but like I said, Denali makes its own weather, and we're gonna see.
The sun is out earlier than expected. It was still supposed to be raining right now, so I'm gonna take that as a good sign.
Layla's done a ton of research for us, so if I can get her on camera, I'm gonna try to get her on camera so she can share some stuff with you guys. Thanks, Lily. Okay, so we are right here. We're gonna go over here. We might be able to see a view if it's actually out, but we'll see. So right there is the actual Denali. This whole road is kind of shut down right now because of a landslide. It's been for a few years. You can't even get to the Eelson Visitor Center anymore. But that's where the good views are, if you can get there and then go over to like Wonder Lake and whatnot, but it's not open right now. So after this hike, we're gonna hit the road, come down here to the other side of Denali right there and see if we can see it from there. So we're risking it. We're gonna go to the dog kennels and then to Savage River for a hike. But that might mean we miss our good weather to see Denali tonight, so maybe tomorrow, I don't know. We're risking it.
I want to go see the dogs.
Yeah.
And I really want to go take this hike. So those are the things you're going to have to weigh whenever you're coming to Denali.
Just because you can't go all the way.
Going to the 2 o'clock sled dog demonstration, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Takes 5 minutes to drive up there.
Because of that landslide, you can't go all the way to the park, to the proper visitor center to see Denali from inside the park. You actually have to go outside the park to see it. So we have
See a big view, yeah.
So we have to leave. We want to check this out first.
Oh my word, these puppies are so cute. We cannot wait to go see them. One quick thing that we want to say is that these are working dogs. They are actually going out into the park summer and winter, but they are not normal working dogs. Usually you wouldn't go up and pet a dog that's in the middle of their job or working, but these dogs are actually bred to be able to see people and they love it. So that was really exciting that we are going to be able to go up and pet all the dogs and visit with them. Super cool.
One of the coolest things I think is that the dog kennels buildings are the oldest buildings in the park still being used for their original purpose. They were built around like the 1920s, so it's a long time.
So it's this building here, still being used for its original purpose, built 100 years ago.
Crazy.
And there's more in this area still being used for their original purpose.
Very cool. Very
All right, Lily's like,
I've already went in. I haven't pet them yet. Like, I'll wait for them.
Come on, we gotta go pet them.
We gotta go pet them.
Oh my.
venture.
Oh, stretch. Oh, it's Dargo. Sweet boy. Sweet boy.
I can't go any further. Are you good?
Oh, honey.
He wants to get
He wants the fluffy.
Can I have it?
Here, go hold it.
Is that some food?
Here, baby. It's not a toy, baby. It's not a toy.
I know it is.
I'm sorry.
Jolie.
Oh, he sees
Yeah, he saw the puppy. He saw the microphone. Beautiful baby.
Yeah, he was posing for the camera.
Oh, it's pretty. Who's that pretty baby? Who's that pretty baby, huh? Who is she? Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. You really do love that microphone, don't you? Hi, honey. So when you take the bus from the visitor center down to the kennels, you're able to go and visit with the animals for about a half an hour, and then they have a show where they're actually going to bring some of the dogs out. They're going to tie them up to their summer rig and show everybody how they do the dog sled teams. It's going to be really cool. So we're getting ready. The show's going to start in just about 5 minutes.
My name is Greg. I want to welcome you to Denali National Park and Preserve. I'm an interpretive ranger here. Been here for several seasons. Do a lot of different things in the park. Love the dogs, and also my passion is the wilderness that we have here in Denali National Park. Not a recognized breed by the American Kennel Club, but we don't breed them for whether their ears stand up or flock down, or whether they have blue eyes or brown eyes. We're breeding them for the traits that make them working dogs. What kind of traits would that be? What are we looking for? Okay, strength, big paws. Did I hear energy? Yeah, long legs. And normally we'd have them here for you to see them. But as you go over there and look at them, you'll see these traits in them. A double coat, good thick undercoat, and then good layer of guard hairs on the outside. All of our dogs, that's what we're looking for, and that's what they have. Let's see our dogs in action. We don't want these dogs to be out here in the heat for very long, but we'll work our way through it. Just pay attention to the behavior of all the dogs. If you're on the bus, I told you they're probably a little bit lethargic during this heat. I think you're going to see that change a little bit. Be thinking about, why are they getting excited?
He's huge. Look at him jump.
This is really warm temperatures for these guys. They are most comfortable around 10 to 0 degrees to up here in the 70s. This is tough on them. And over here we've got Matrix. Matrix being our administration. Throne here is our largest dog, 98 pounds or so, 5 years old. One little statement from the mushing world, and that is, work as a team, pull your weight, be warm-hearted, and keep moving forward. Mush on, okay? Thank you both. Appreciate your time.
All right, so we're at the Savage River. This is where we are. We're gonna do this loop and come back down.
I wanna wander out of the valley where the river takes us far away from home. Time to ponder in the fields around me where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you.
We made it.
This is stunning. How beautiful.
It's our first official Alaskan hike. The
Take a good
Savage
one.
River.
Take a good one. Go up past the bridge though, guys, because the views that you can get up here are just amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Really easy hike.
We had such a good time in the park. It was so fun to see the dogs and to be able to catch the video at the visitor center. Just understanding a little bit more about what these dogs do in the park. It's actually phenomenal.
They still use them.
I know, it's amazing. They just celebrated 100 years of utilizing dogs in the park.
In that act that they passed, it limits how much mechanical things they're allowed to bring in the backcountry in the winter.
Hence the dogs.
They need the dogs every single year. They're not just, it's not just for posterity. They're doing work, they're bringing material. It's really amazing.
And they're
I don't know
so
if we're
cute.
supposed to be able to see Denali right now. We're on the road to the South Denali viewpoint. We're gonna spend the night there and hope it comes out. The weather doesn't say it's gonna come out, but you're gonna try.
Anyways, right?
Yeah. And this is on our way down to Anchorage anyway. So our next move is Anchorage. It's definitely an easy hike. So if you're in the area, do the loop. I mean, the water looks perfect the whole way down.
Easy.
It's that aqua color, so it's great.
That was the Savage River Loop Trail, and you can take that free bus up there, or you could drive your car there yourself. That's the last spot that you're allowed to bring your own vehicle up.
Yeah, after that it turns to dirt, and after that you're on the paid bus tours.
Right.
We are crossing our fingers that Denali's going to show itself, even for just a split second.
Come on,
Looking
Denali.
at the mountains in front of us, it doesn't look good. I have all chances of seeing Denali are they're not looking good.
Slim to none.
I mean, I don't want to say 0, but
Look at this.
really, really close to that number.
Wow. There's a lot of big giant mountains around us that we can't see.
2 hours ago, we were on that bus and it's beautiful weather in Denali. Here we are, trying to see Denali. You can barely see the trees.
It's not meant to be. I'm glad we didn't skip what we did today, though. It was so fun.
No, because we couldn't see it anyways, because there's like 3 or 4 points that we were on the road in Denali on the bus where if the weather was clear, we would have been able to see Denali.
Yeah.
And we couldn't even see it there. So we made the right choice because we would have just run down this road and seen nothing. And then seen nothing. At least we saw some pretty dogs and had a nice little hike. All right, so this is the south view of Denali. Just make it, no. Well,
This is what it would look like, though.
this is what it would look like. Look at that gorgeous mountain.
20,000 feet in all its glory.
Well, it's going to start raining here in a minute, and then it's going to rain all day tomorrow, so we have officially been skunked.
I think we're out of luck.
We've been skunked. Okay,
Is that right?
pretty drive though. Very pretty drive.
I think it's time for dinner now, though.
Yeah, let's go.
It's just a shot in the dark. It's just a shot in the dark.